I'm Carol Michaels, the creator of the Recovery Fitness Cancer Exercise Program. This exercise program is a combination of stretching and strengthening exercises designed to make you feel better. Today, we will concentrate on some of the stretching exercises in this program. Each stretch should be performed with relaxation breathing. We're going to inhale through the nose for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then exhale through the mouth for 4 or 5 seconds. Inhale through the nose, and exhale slowly through the mouth. Let's now loosen up the neck. We're going to inhale, look over to the side, exhaling, hold for 5 seconds. Come back to center, inhale, turn to the other side, exhale, and back to center. Let's now bring the ear to the shoulder. Continue with your slow relaxation breathing. Come back to center, and now to the other shoulder, and back to center. Let's now bring the shoulders up to the ears, inhaling, exhaling. Bring the shoulders back down and around. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, press them all the way back down and around. One more time, bringing the shoulders up to the ears. Press the shoulders back, down and around. We're going to continue to loosen up the shoulder area by bringing one arm directly in front of your body. And we're now going to take the head and look over the shoulder. Again, holding the stretch for 5 seconds, continuing with relaxation breathing. Bring your head back to center. And now let's bring the other arm across the body. Gently pull the arm in and look over the other shoulder, holding for 5 seconds. And slowly come back to center. Let's now start with shoulder flexion. Many times after surgery, one is only able to bring the arm up just a bit. And what we're trying to do is loosen the shoulder area to improve range of motion. So we're just going to start by bringing the arm up in forward shoulder flexion. Each time, we just try to go up a little bit more, never to the point of pain, just feeling a little tension in the area that needs to be stretched. We're now going to hold one arm up, take the other arm and gently press it back just to the point where you feel a stretch, and hold using your relaxation breathing. And now let's do the same thing on the other arm. Bring the arm up, take the other arm, gently press it back just to the point where you feel a little tension. Use your relaxation breathing. And slowly bring the arm down. We're now going to move on to shoulder abduction. We're going to bring one arm up, just bring it up to the point where you feel a little stretch, bring it back down, and let's do the same thing with the other arm. Let's go back to the first arm. Let's see if we can go a little bit higher. And now the other arm. And now let's bring both arms up just to the point where you feel a stretch. And slowly bring the arms back down. We're now going to do some exercises in a seated position. The next set of exercises will be performed while using a flat band or a resistant band. The beauty of the band is that if one side is affected, the stronger side can help stretch out the weaker side. So let's begin. We'll work on shoulder flexion, bringing the arms all the way up just to the point Where you can, never any pain, slowly bring them back down. Let's try to go a little higher. We're going to bring them up, exhaling as you bring the arms up. Inhale as you bring the arms back down. Once again, exhale, bring them up, perhaps just an inch further, and slowly bringing the arms down. Let's do the same thing now and reverse the grip. Once again, bring the arms up, exhaling up. Inhale, back down. Again, exhale up. Allow your stronger side to help stretch the weaker side. Slowly back down. Once again, using relaxation breathing, exhaling, bring everything up. Inhale, bring it back down. Let's now reverse the grip again, and we're going to bring the arms further away from each other. We're going to bring the band up. We're going to lean back a little bit and back down. And once again, bring yourself all the way up, lean back, and slowly all the way back down. So you can use the chair if you are still too weak to do the stretches in a standing position. Another stretch that we can do while using the band is to start to stretch the pectoral muscles. We're going to bring the elbows all the way back, hold that just for a few seconds, and release. Once again, sitting up nice and straight, retracting the scapula in order to pull the shoulders all the way back, and release. We'll do one more stretch while using our flat band, and this is to stretch the rotator cuff. So we're going to place one arm up and one arm down with the elbows bent. We're going to very gently pull the lower arm up, take the lower arm and pull the upper arm down. And again, bring this up and down. And you can perform these 5 to 10 times. We're now going to switch sides. So hold on to your band now and take the upper arm, pull the lower arm up, and gently take the lower arm, pull the upper arm down. One more time. So you can perform the stretches 5 to 10 times, and as you get stronger, you might want to hold some of the stretches for 30 seconds. We're now going to learn how to use the cane to improve our flexibility. We're now going to learn how to improve our flexibility by using a cane. If you don't have a cane, it's fine to use a rod. I like the cane because of the rounded part. It makes it very easy to hold on to while performing the stretches. So let's begin. We're going to take one arm, hold on to the end, and we're going to relax the hand that's holding on to the round part of the cane. Using the strength of the bottom arm, we're going to bring that arm up towards the ceiling, holding that stretch, using relaxation breathing, and slowly bring the arm down. Let's now do a similar stretch. This time, we're going to bring the arm out on the diagonal, using the arm that's on the bottom to stretch out the arm that's on the top. We're going to bring the arm out on the diagonal. We'll hold that stretch for about 5 seconds, and then slowly start to reach that arm back, holding that again for 5 seconds. And release. One more stretch is to bring the arm out to the side, parallel to the floor. Using the strength of the arm that's holding the ends of the cane, we're going to take the arm that's holding the round part of the cane, bring it all the way out to the side, hold for 5 seconds, and now bring the arm slightly behind you. Again, holding for 5 seconds, maybe longer, once you build up some strength, and of course, using your relaxation breathing. Let's now perform the same stretches on the other side. So hold on to the rounded part of the cane, use your other hand to bring the arm all the way up to the ceiling. Relax the arm that's holding the round part of the cane and use the strength of your other arm to bring your arm as high up to the ceiling as you comfortably can. Gently press back a little bit and release. We're now going to bring the arm out to the side. Relax the arm that's holding the round part of the cane. Use the strength of the other arm to bring it all the way out to the side. Hold that stretch. And now take your arm, press the other arm behind you, just to the point where you feel a little tension, and use relaxation breathing while you're holding the stretch. And release. And you can do this in all directions. You can bring it into extension as well. We are now going to go on to doing some stretches while we're on the floor. The next series of stretches will be done while lying on the floor. And if you're just out of surgery or you're too weak, it's fine to do this while lying in your bed. So we're going to go down to the floor, lying down, and our first stretch is going to be the stretching rack. We're going to point our toes and lengthen the legs, bring the arms overhead, and make believe that you're on a stretching rack with someone pulling your feet, someone pulling your arms, lengthening. We're creating space between the vertebrae, keeping the back nice and healthy, and stretching out any areas that we might have some scar tissue and adhesions. Take a few deep breaths. And now we'll bend our knees, bring our feet flat to the floor, and we're going to start again with shoulder flexion while we are going to be in our lying down position. We're going to take one arm, bring it all the way back, and release. Let's go to the other arm. Bring the arm all the way back, and release. We're now going to bring one arm back, and we're going to take the other arm and assist, trying to bring the arm down to the floor, and again, just to the point where you feel the tightened area loosened up, no pain at all. And let's hold this stretch for 5 to 10 seconds. We'll use our relaxation breathing. Let's do the same stretch now on the other arm. Bring the arm up. Use the arm to press the arm down to the floor to increase our stretch. And again, just to the point where you feel the areas loosening up. And we'll continue with relaxation breathing. And you can perform that stretch 5 to 10 times. We'll now take our arms, interlace the fingers, bring them behind the head, and we'll do the butterfly stretch. We're going to inhale, bring the elbows together. Exhale, bring everything back down to the floor. Once again, inhale, bring everything up. Exhale, all the way back down. So when you begin this stretch, you might only be able to come down to the floor just a few inches. And hopefully with each repetition and each day that you perform the stretch, you'll be able to get closer and closer to the floor. Once you're able to get close to the floor, you can bring your knees up and slowly roll onto one hip while trying to keep the elbows and shoulders very close to the floor. Holding the stretch for 5 to 10 seconds. Bring the legs back to center and do the same stretch on the other side, holding for 5 to 10 seconds. Bring the legs back to center. Take the knees and gently hug them into the body to loosen up your lower back. And now we'll do the torso stretch. So let's extend the legs straight out. We're going to bring the arms all the way out to the side. And let's bring our right leg up and very slowly roll onto the left hip. At first you might only be able to come to this point without moving the arms. You want the arms and shoulders very close to the floor. Hopefully over time and after doing this program, you'll be able to bring the leg all the way to the floor while keeping the shoulders down towards the ground. Slowly bring the leg back to center, and we'll do the same stretch on the other side. We'll bring the leg up, slowly roll onto the other hip, and just go as far as you can go. Take a nice deep breath, trying to hold the stretch 5 to 10 seconds, and slowly bring that leg all the way back to center. We're now going to bring the right knee into the body, and we're going to hug it in very tightly. Again, this is very good to loosen up the lower back. Let's now take your left hand, place it on your right leg, on the right knee, and bring that knee all the way down to the floor. We'll be rolling onto the left hip. We're now going to take the arm, bring it up, and bring it out to the side with the palm facing the ceiling. So this is really excellent for opening up the chest and shoulders, bringing that shoulder as close to the floor as you comfortably can, holding that stretch once again for 5 to 10 seconds. And slowly bring that arm back to center. We'll now go into a position with our knees bent, arms are straight, one arm on top of the other. We're going to bring one arm all the way up, inhaling as we start, exhaling as we bring the arm all the way to the side, bringing the back of the shoulder down to the floor. Using your relaxation breathing, hold this for 5 to 10 seconds. And slowly bring that arm back. Let's now do those two stretches on the other side. So we'll begin by bringing the left knee all the way up, bending it, hugging it in gently. Let's take our right arm, place it on the knee, and bring that knee all the way down to the floor. Taking the other arm, bring it up, and allow that arm just to gently come back down to the floor, allowing gravity to help stretch out the affected area. Hold that stretch for 5 to 10 seconds, and slowly bring that arm back. And now we'll bend both knees. One leg will be right on top of the other. Both arms are straight, palm to palm. Take that outer arm and bring the arm up, inhaling as it comes up. Exhaling, slowly bring the back of the shoulder down to the floor or as far as you can go comfortably. Hold that stretch. Inhale and exhale. And slowly Bring your arm all the way back to center. We're now going to do some stretches while using a foam roller. We're now going to perform a few stretches while using a foam roller. If you don't have a foam roller, it's fine to roll up a towel or a blanket. So we're going to place the foam roller on the floor, and we're going to lie right on top of it. The reason we are in this position is because we're going to allow gravity to help increase our flexibility. Just lying on this foam roller brings my shoulders all the way down and loosens up the whole front of the body, shoulders, and chest area. We'll now perform some stretches while in this position. We're going to bring the arms up like so, inhaling to begin. Exhale, bring the arms all the way out to the side. Again, at first you might just feel comfortable going to this position, and that's fine. Let's do that again. Inhale to start. Exhale. On your second repetition, you might bring the arms a little bit closer to the floor as the muscles start to loosen up. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Let's hold this for 5 to 10 seconds. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Let's now take the arms and bring them right near your ears. Bring them back and back to your starting position. Once again, reach the arms behind you, keeping the arms close to your ears, and back to center. One more time, reach behind you, hold the stretch, inhale, and exhale, and bring the arms back to your starting position. We're now going to bring the arms on the diagonal, or in a letter Y. Bring them out, and back up. And once again, bring them into a letter Y. Maybe you can go a little bit further this time, always to the point of no pain, just some tension in the area we're trying to stretch. And now we'll hold this again for 5 to 10 seconds using relaxation breathing. And release. We're now going to do several very large circles. We're going to inhale as we reach behind us and exhale, circle around. We'll do this 2 more times. Each time, trying to get the arms closer and closer to the floor. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale, bring the arms all the way down and around. We're now going to do a few exercises while using the large exercise ball. The next set of exercises will be performed with a large exercise ball. So begin by placing the ball to your side. Place your palm on top of the ball with gentle pressure on the ball. You're just going to reach the arm out to the side and bring it back in. Once again, go out a little bit further and back in. And the last time, we're going to hold it out to the side, holding that stretch, and bring it back in. Let's do the same thing now on the other side. Place your hand on top of it, apply a little pressure, roll the ball out, and back in. This time, try to go just an inch further, as long as there's no pain, and back. And one more time, We're going to roll it out, hold that stretch, and bring it back in. The next stretch is done with both arms on top of the ball. Arms are straight, applying a little pressure on top of the ball. You're going to roll the ball forward and back. Once again, press forward, start to bring the chest down towards the floor. And now we'll hold the stretch for a few seconds using our relaxation breathing. Pressing into the ball and allowing the chest to go towards the floor, feeling the stretch in the arms, shoulders, and chest. The last stretch that we're going to do while on the ball will be to drape ourselves on top of the ball, bringing the arms all the way behind you. And we're just going to hold this stretch for about 5 to 10 seconds. Bring the arms back up, and now bring them all the way out to the side, holding for 5 to 10 seconds. We're now going to learn 3 stretches that you can do while using your wall. The first one is the arm clock stretch, and we'll begin by taking one arm and bringing it up to the wall and bringing one leg forward, the leg closer to the wall, bending that knee. We're going to reach this arm as close up to the wall as we can, and if you're very soon after surgery, you might be about a foot away from the wall, and as you start to improve your flexibility, you can get closer to the wall. We're now going to take that arm and just bring it back just a little bit. The third position on this clock stretch is just to bring it back a little bit more. And now we'll do the same thing on the other side. So depending on your flexibility, you're going to stay about a foot away from the wall, maybe further if you're soon after surgery. And you're going to bring your arm all the way up and bring your knee forward. Take that arm, bring it back just a little bit. Once again, take the arm and bring it further back until it's just about parallel to the floor. So I just held each stretch for 3 to 5 seconds. Once you get stronger, feel free to hold each stretch for 30 seconds. We're now going to do the VW. We're going to start right against the wall with our arms in a V position. We're going to slowly bring the elbows all the way down, pressing the elbows and hands right against the wall. Once again, slowly go up into your V. Shoulders and arms should be very close or touching the wall. And then we're going to slowly go back into our V, pressing the shoulders and arm right against the wall. You can perform this stretch 5 to 10 times. We're now going to take one arm and press it right into the wall. Keep the arm straight and shoulder height. Very slowly, take your legs and take very small baby steps to the side. At this point, you should feel a nice stretch in the upper arm and shoulder area. We're now going to take the head and just bring it over the shoulder so we get a neck stretch as well. We'll now do the same thing on the other side. So bring your arm directly out from your shoulder, press right into the wall. Continue to press into the wall throughout the stretch. Take your feet, take little baby steps outward with your feet. Keep pressing into the wall. And then take your head and look over the shoulder to just get a nice stretch for the neck area as well. Continue to press into the wall with a straight arm. Inhale and exhale. And now we're going to do a few stretches without any equipment. Our last set of stretches are fun, fluid stretches. But let's just begin by bringing the arms up, interlacing the fingers, and put yourself on that standing stretching rack as if someone was pulling your arms all the way up to the ceiling, lengthening. Again, we're trying to create space between the vertebra, and in this position, inhale to start, exhale, lean to the side. Come back to center. Inhale, reset, reach all the way up, and exhale all the way to the side. And come back to center. We're now going to take the arms and bring them up, inhaling. Exhale, circle back. And as you circle back, really bring the shoulders all the way back. Inhale, reach all the way behind you. Exhale. So this stretch is opening up the whole upper body. Inhale, up. Exhale, bring the arms all the way out and back. Now we're going to do a frisbee throw. We're going to take one arm, bring the arm out and behind you. So start nice and easy. Don't go as far back as you can until you warmed up that area. Each repetition, you're going to start to bring that arm further and further behind you. Let's try the other side. So start with a nice little movement of the arm, not too far back. Once you feel that that arm is loosening up a little bit more, you can go a little bit further and bring the arm out and behind you. One more time, all the way out and behind you. Let's take our arms now and place them right on our shoulders. Let's inhale. Bring your elbows all the way up. Exhale, circle back. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, circle all the way back. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, circle all the way back. We're now going to loosen up the spine and the upper body by taking the arms, and we're going to reach them out and in, bending the knees, bringing the belly button to the spine, and then we're going to open up everything by bringing the arms all the way out, pressing the stomach and chest forward. Once again, bring everything in, closing up, rounding. Exhale, press everything forward, bring the shoulders back. One more time, inhale, belly button to spine, rounding the back. Exhale, bring the arms all the way back. Take one arm now, bring it up, bend, and bring that elbow all the way up. Let's do the same thing on the other side. We're going to have the arm all the way up, bend, and if your elbow is like this, you're gently going to try to press that elbow to the point where it can go all the way up toward the ceiling. We're now going to do a pendulum stretch. We're going to bring one leg forward and the other leg back. We're going to take the arm and we're just going to swing the arm back and forth. You're going to start with a very easy back and forth motion. Once you increase your range of motion, you'll bring the arm further up and further back, and eventually add several large backward circles. 1, 2, and 3. Let's try the same stretch now on the other side. So just very slowly bring the arm back and forth. With each repetition, you might increase your distance. And when you're able to, you'll go backward 3 times. 1, and 2, and 3. And we're now going to do an alternating backstroke. We're going to bring one arm up, back, and around, and then the other. So as always, we don't go to our furthest point of stretch until we've loosened up everything. We start gradually, go larger and larger. Each circle gets bigger and bigger. And we'll do one more stretch, our figure eight. We're going to have our legs a little wider than hip distance. We're going to do a one-arm figure eight, and we're just going to draw a horizontal figure eight. Again, starting small. And then with each repetition, it gets larger and larger. Once that whole area starts to loosen up, you're going to bring the arm back and around and press that arm back. Press it back and press the arm back. Let's do the same thing now on the other side. Start with a small horizontal figure eight. Once things start loosening up, start to go a little bit larger. And then when you can, you press the arm back. If you do these stretches every day, you will start to feel better. You will regain your range of motion. For more information on this program, please go to recoveryfitness.net.